over and plug it in, isn't it?
Yep. You make sure you plug it into your one, not my one. Yep, you've got a catch on your side.
You're a bit fussy, yeah?
Yep.
Easier to plug it into your one, it's easier to find.
Okay, and you make sure you let go of the catch so it doesn't clip undone. That's it, that's good. Okay.
It's popped out again.
Yep, because you press the red. Yep, you want to pop it in and then make sure you don't press the red catch down. That's it. Yep, that's good, that's in. Yep, because if you make sure if you click it, it will just come straight back off again. Yep, and it could hit you in the face or it could hit the window.
Yeah, how do you know it's locked in properly?
Yep. You can tell it's in because now if you hold onto the plastic bit and pull on it, it's locked. Yep, that's not coming out, which is good. Okay, so I can see it's twisted, so you want to make sure you untwist it so that it's laying flat against your body, because if it's twisted and you have an accident, it'll cut into you.
Then you take it off again.
Yep, you can probably untwist it with it still plugged in. Yep, you can just follow your hand. If you follow your hand around it.
My hand?
Yep. If you put your hand underneath it, your thumb.
My wife doesn't like anybody touching me.
If you put your thumb underneath the seatbelt and then run it back to untwist it. That's it. Yeah, that's good. Yep, that's good. And you always want to make sure the bottom bit's untwisted as well, because that will cut into you if there's an accident.
I think it's it's untwisted.
I can still see it's twisted on that corner. Yep. That's it.
Alright.
Yep, that's good. Very good. Yep. So now you've got your seatbelt on.
Yeah.
You've also got to take into account that if you've got any passengers in the car with you, yep, anyone under 14 years old, it's your responsibility to make sure they wear a seatbelt. Yep. Okay. Make sure also in the back seat that they've adjusted the head restraints. Yep, to fit them, because anyone.
Yeah, I'm just thinking.
In the car, it's your responsibility to make sure they wear that seatbelt.
Yeah.
Yep. Even if they're over 14 years old, it becomes their responsibility. You've also got a duty of care. If you're the main driver, it's your responsibility to make sure that everyone in the car is wearing a seatbelt. Yeah. Because if you had an accident, if they're in the back and they're not wearing that seatbelt, they're going to crush your seat and they're going to push you forward into that steering wheel.
But it's their responsibility, isn't it?
It's their responsibility over 14, but they're going to kill you if there's an accident. So it becomes your responsibility. Yeah. It's all to do with risk management. It's your responsibility to make sure they wear a seatbelt. Yeah, and also if they're sitting in the back and there's an accident, you've got to make sure their head restraint is adjusted for them.
But before the accident or after the accident?
Before you actually drive off. Yeah.
So I'm responsible for everybody in the car.
You're responsible for everyone in the car. Yep, and you're also responsible for anybody outside the car.
Oh.
Yeah, because you're going to be driving on the roads.
Not responsibility, isn't it?
Yeah, a lot of responsibility. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, and the last thing we're going to look at is the mirrors.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so I'm going to show you how to set the mirrors up.
There's a lot of mirrors in here, isn't there?
Yeah. You don't need to worry about these two. Yeah. But the main ones you've got to worry about is the one inside and the two on the outside.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, yeah?
Yeah.
So to adjust the internal mirror, okay, what you want to do is you want to hold on to it with your left hand, just on that corner there, okay, and you want to move it, you can move it up and down. And if you imagine that the back window screen is a picture, and you imagine that this is a picture frame.
Which?
The black plastic that goes around the edge.
Yeah.
Imagine that's a picture frame. What you want to do is you want to frame the picture with the black band so that you can see the whole of the back window through that mirror.
All right.
Yep. And then when you've done that, you want to make sure you put it straight. Yep. Because you never hang a picture wonky. Yep. You want to make sure the picture's straight.
I do.
Yep. And then your wife comes along. So if you want to give it a go with your left hand, just on the end. So you can actually see what you're doing. That's it. That's good. So you want to frame that whole back picture, whole back frame.
And straight.
And make sure it's straight.
It is straight,
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah.
So what can you see out that back window?
I can see the headlining at the top.
Yep.
I can see the bottom of the window.
That's good.
I can see a bit of my head restraint.
Yeah.
And I can even see a bit of your head restraint.
Yeah, that's good. That means you've got in the right position so you can see everything that's out the back there.
Right.
Okay?
Yeah.
Yep. So what we're going to do next is we're going to adjust these two side ones. Yep. And for that we need to turn the power on. Okay, so if you make sure you don't touch anything else, keep your feet still. All you need to do is press that power button.
This one here?
That's the one, yep. Okay, that's good. Yep, and to adjust it, you've got that little circle, shows 4 little arrows
Yep.
with that silver line in the middle.
Yep.
That adjusts your side mirrors. Okay, so to adjust your left side mirror, which is that one, what you need to do is move that little silver bar, click it over towards the left.
Oh, yeah.
That's it, and when it's over towards, means it will just turn the left. Okay, and then use the 4 little arrows to move the glass up, down, left and right. Yep, so if you want to give it a go, that's it.
Is this a bit like on my PlayStation?
Yep, exactly like a PlayStation console. Yep, so you can move it up, down.
I'm not
That's
very good
good.
at the PlayStation.
Yep. Neither am I. So what you want to try and do is, you want to be able to see out of there, you want to see the side of the car,
The whole side of the car.
just the door handles. Yeah,
Oh,
so you want to see a sliver of the car with the 2 door handles. Yeah. You want to see the sky at the top, and you want to see the road at the bottom. Yep, and you want to see like a horizon in the middle.
Oh, yeah.
Yep, so it's straight, and you can see.
Yep.
Yeah, you got that?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
good.
that's right.
Yep,
Yeah.
you want to make sure you sit back when you do it, because when you're
Oh.
driving, yeah, if you're leaning forward every time you're adjusting it, your steering's going to be off.
Oh, right.
Yeah, so you want to make sure it's good, sit in
Yeah.
the driving position.
Yeah, about that now.
Yeah, it's good. So what can you
Yeah.
see out of that side mirror?
Sky, horizon, and just a little bit of the car, about the two door handles.
Yeah, that's really good. Yeah, and then after that, we're going to do the right one. So if you click that over to the far right, and then over again,
Oh, yeah.
that's it. And then what it'll do is it'll adjust the right one, and it's the same thing. You move it up and down.
All right.
That's good. And what you want to see is, again, you want to see both door handles on the right side, and you want to see the sky.
Sky.
Yep, and you want to see the road,
Oh, yeah.
and you want to see the horizon in the middle.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah.
So what
Yeah.
can you see out of there? Is that good?
Just exactly what you described, yeah.
Yep, brilliant. So
It's
after,
it's a mirror image.
yeah, well, okay, if you click that back into the middle, that's it. So it's back at neutral. So that means that if anyone touches that, the mirrors won't move.
Oh,
Yep.
what do they do? Oh, what
Okay,
have
they
done
move in. And if you press it again, they should move out.
there? Oh, sorry about that.
Yep, that's okay.
Oh, they come back in the right position as well.
Yep, they'll stay where they've been set.
Oh, right.
So that's
handy.
good, yep.
Yeah.
What you can see out of this mirror, the internal mirror, is a true picture of what's behind. Yep, so everything you see there is the right distance behind us. Yep.
It's the same in every mirror.
These mirrors are slightly different. They're convex mirrors, which
What's this?
means
What's
that's
this?
flat glass mirror.
Flat.
Yep, so you get a true picture of what's behind.
Oh, that's like the mirror in my bathroom, isn't it?
Yep, exactly the same as a
Oh.
mirror in a bedroom. Yeah, that's right.
Bathroom. I haven't got any mirrors in my bedroom.
Oh yeah, on the ceiling. Mhm. Okay, and the left mirrors are convex glass, which means that they bow slightly. Yep, so they're good because you get a wider range of what you can see. Because they're curved, you can see further around than you would with a flat mirror. Okay, the only problem is everything you see in that mirror is further away than it actually is. Yeah, so if you look in that mirror, can you see the
So
silver
everything I see in there is further away. That's
than
handy, isn't it?
what it should be? So if you look in that mirror and you think something's further away than it actually is, and then you look in that
Oh,
mirror,
I'm getting confused now.
it's going to be a lot closer.
So anything I see in there, like I can see that school sign.
Yeah.
That school sign is actually further away.
It's further away than it should be. If you look in that internal mirror,
Yeah.
yeah, can you see the
I can
school
see
sign?
the school sign.
Yep.
The
And then
school
you-
sign looks a lot nearer.
Yeah.
In this mirror than it does in that one.
That's the true picture of where that school sign is, and in there, it looks further away.
Just out rough, isn't it? Everything I see in that mirror looks further away, but it's actually nearer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sorry. Yeah. Okay, Tony. So everything in that mirror, it looks further away, but actually it's nearer.
Oh,
Yep. So if you look in the internal mirror and
Yeah.
say look at the silver car behind,
right.
yep, and then look at that same silver car there.
Yeah.
Look in the side mirror.
Yep.
Yeah. Look how much further away it looks, but it's not.
yeah.
It's actually nearer than that.
Oh, okay.
It's actually there.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. And it's the same in the right one as well. So it gives you a wider field. You can see further around either side, but the disadvantage is everything's further away.
Yeah,
So,
but they cover everything, don't they? Really good.
still don't cover the one thing, which is a blind spot.
Blind spot.
Yeah, which is anything behind you, over your right shoulder or over your left shoulder. Yeah, Okay, so if you look in your right side mirror, okay.
Yeah.
Can you see the road that's behind us to the right?
No.
No, but then look over your right shoulder. Can you see the road?
Yeah.
Yep, so that's what the mirrors miss. They miss everything.
I can see a road with electric box on the corner. Electricity box on the corner. I can't see it now.
No, you can't see it in there. So it misses that section, yeah, where there could be a car overtaking you, or there could be a pedestrian. Yeah?
Oh, there could be a car coming out of that road.
Yeah,
or...
there could be a car coming out, and you just looking in there, you're going to miss it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's why you always got to look over your right shoulder into your blind spot, so you can see it. Well, it's called a blind spot.
Yeah,
yeah, it's good. Yeah. And it's the same with the left shoulder.
Oh, right.
Yeah. Okay.
Yep.
So I think we've covered everything. Yeah. Okay, Tony, so...
Let's go back to the original page. This DH treble, at a roll, this DH treble SM is enough for me to take it in, isn't it?
Okay.
Yeah?
Yeah.
How do you know how much I've taken in?
Gosh, questions. Okay, Tony, so I'm going to ask you a couple of questions.
All right.
Okay, about this routine. Okay, so how can you check when you're inside the car that the doors are locked? That your door's locked properly?
I haven't locked the doors.
Or it's shut properly?
I was shaking.
Yeah, that's good.
And you said the light will go.
Yep, when all the doors are shut, that light will go out eventually.
Yeah.
Okay, and with the seat,
yeah,
how is it you adjust the bottom part of the seat that you sit on? How do you adjust it?
With a lever.
Yeah, that's right. And what is it you hold on to so you can move it up and down, move it backwards and forwards?
Steering wheel.
Yeah, that's good. Okay, and with the steering, how is it you can check to see that you're close enough to that steering wheel?
Rest my arms on top.
Yeah, that's good, yeah. Don't be too close, yeah, that's really good. And with the seat belts, whose responsibility, anyone else in the car, whose responsibility is it that they wear a seat belt?
Legally or morally?
Legally.
Legally, anybody under the age of 14 is mine.
Yeah. And what about morally?
That's mine as well.
Yeah, that's right. And with the head restraints in the back, whose responsibility is it to make sure that the people in the back and the passenger adjust their head restraints for them?
What, if they're over 14?
Yep, they're over 14.
Well, I should take responsibility to make sure everybody's safe, shouldn't I?
Yeah, you should. Anyone that's in the car is your responsibility,
Yeah.
Regardless of their age.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you're the driver.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's good, yeah. And with the mirrors, okay, what's the difference between what you can see out those mirrors and what you can see out the internal mirror?
Yeah, a little bit confusing, that one, wasn't it? That's the true picture, the same as I got in my bathroom, yeah?
Yeah, that's right.
So what you see is what you get.
Yeah.
I think I worked out in the end that everything I see in there is actually nearer.
Yeah.
But it looks further away.
That's right. Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah. So when you're driving, that's why you always check that one first.
Oh.
Yeah.
It's always inside out, is it?
That's right,
oh,
yeah.
Right.
It's always inside out. You always make sure you
right.
check that one first, because that's going to give you a true picture of what's behind. So when you see that one...
Just going to stop you there.
Yeah.
Yeah, a little bit worrying that you thought the controls system was ending there, wasn't it?
Yeah, I know. I think it's because we just always get to the end of this, and then we always get to the end of this page.
Yeah, the detail was there, wasn't
it?
Yeah. It's not how far you get, it's a detail, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah? Yeah, you could always put, if you're not too sure, if you've got a marker pen that writes on that, you could always put PTO.
Yeah.
What's that stand for?
Please turn over.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah? Yeah, some good stuff there. Well controlled. Didn't let me do anything. Really? Yeah?
Still forgot the one thing.
What's that?
I didn't put my seat back before I got out of the car. I miss it every time.
Yeah, I was about to come to that.
Yeah, I don't know why I miss. I know.
Yeah, I mean, it's lucky I'm not 6'2",
Yeah,
isn't it?
exactly. I think it's because I know you're the same height, roughly the same height. I don't have to, but yeah.
Yeah. You know,
Doesn't make any difference.
You know, push it back, so I'm gonna have to adjust it anyway.
Yeah,
Am I?
exactly.
I mean, if anything, when I got in, it was too close.
Yeah.
Because you got shorter legs than me.
Yeah.
But if you get a tall examiner, he's going to have his backside sticking out on the road trying to get into the car.
Yeah.
He's going to struggle, isn't he?
Yeah. I know I need to do it. I know. Yeah. I know I have to do it.
Yeah, as soon as you stop, just push it back.
Just push it back, yeah.
Everything else was well controlled. You control me nicely on the... You made me look at the maybe what you... on the steering. You explained the steering quite well. As soon as I told you this was a safe road to do it on, you told me to keep my hands in my lap, so I wasn't going to touch anything after that. And when we were outside the car, you got me to look at the doors. You told me it was my responsibility. Yeah, I wouldn't have gone into the responsibility about anything else outside the car. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Information should be given as we're actually doing it.
Yeah.
Otherwise,
okay.
It's my first lesson. You're going to overload me if you're going to tell me, oh, when we get inside the car, you're also going to be responsible for the seatbelts in the back and this, that, and the other. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's do it one bit at a time. And that's why I kind of stopped you on the seatbelt, because you had started on the seatbelt. You were just about to get me to put it on, and then you wandered off on a bit of a tangent about responsibility.
Oh, yeah.
Let's get
the seatbelt on first and then talk about responsibility.
First, yeah?
I think I was just worried about missing out the head restraints.
Okay?
Yeah.
Well, if you follow the picture, it's quite straightforward, isn't it?
So is it best to mention the responsibility there about passengers in the back?
No, wait till you get the seatbelt.
Or wait to the seatbelts and mention the head restraints as well?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, because to check if my passenger's got a seatbelt, I'm going to have to look around, haven't I?
Yeah.
Yeah, we got warning signals if we try to drive away, and you haven't got your seatbelt on.
Yeah.
We will get a warning chime and a warning light on the dashboard, but we haven't got one on the back seats on this car.
No.
Yeah.
And not all cars have the front ones, do they?
No, so you'd have to look around. I would have liked it if you'd have put your seatbelt on as well.
Yeah.
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 Yeah. Apart from that, quite good. Yeah, you wouldn't have got much further with that detail. You may have got to the foot controls. But I think you've forgotten that there was foot controls for a minute. Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, again, you were just about to go off on us just in the seat. You were going to go wandering off onto...
Yeah, I didn't know how much I had to mention about the pedals. But you're not going to touch anything down there now anyway,
well,
so...
What are you trying to teach me at that exact moment?
Nothing.
Now, what you're trying to teach me at that exact moment,
how to adjust the seat.
That you wanted me to press the left foot
down on the clutch.
My left foot down on the left pedal, yeah?
Yeah.
That's it. The seat. Yeah?
Yeah.
One thing at a time, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah? If the detail hadn't been so good on this part, and not forgetting do some recap question. You don't have to do a recap question on every one of them.
Yeah.
Just a recap question on maybe the doors. The seatbelts and the mirrors. Yeah. Yeah. If you'd gone anywhere, if you start asking me questions about, or if you start telling me that the pedal on the right's the gas and the one in the middle is the brake. Oh, and by the way, the one on the left's the one we're going to use with just the seat.
We just
all over the place then, and you just start to lose the plot to live, don't you? Yeah. So don't forget, when you turn over, if we're going to cover the foot controls, that's when you're going to cover the foot controls, isn't it?
Yeah.
But you got to remember, if the examiner hasn't said thank you, Elaine, that's enough. I'm stopping you just for the sake of time.
You have to keep going.
You got to keep going, yeah.
Yeah.
So, do you want a pen?
Thank you.
How'd I feel?
Yeah, good. Yeah, last time was better, but yeah.
Tay?
Last time was better when I did it. But yeah.
Yeah, good detail there. Good control there. Yeah, you didn't make any blunders. You can always tell if if you haven't got control in the early stages when you ask me to meet you at the back of the car on the pavement. I'm going to go to the front of the car. That's a lifeline, isn't it?
Yeah.
In other words, I'm telling you, pull your finger out, or you're going to be going home with a 3 on this. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Well done. I'll give that a pause.